I say in Sahaja Yoga, you get your self-realization. No money is to be given or taken. As a byproduct, you get your health all right. Of course, your material things also are all right. Many things improve as a blessing of Sahaja Yoga. But the real thing that happens to you is that you get self-knowledge, you get self-realization. That there is light enlightened within you, and you start seeing yourself, your centers and the centers of others, because you also get contacted with the whole, you get your wholesomeness. This is what Sahaja Yoga has to offer to you, and if you want to have that, please have it. The rest of it is just a byproduct. Because if there is a light, you do not falter, you walk straight. You don't say, my legs improved because there were lights. No, my eyesight improved because of my lights. Because there was no light, there was a problem. As soon as there is a light, everything becomes all right, and you start understanding the whole. You know how the whole thing is, and you start walking straight, and you know where to sit, and what is a chair, and what is a person. This is what you are seeking. Then you are a seeker, and you are a true seeker, and you are to be blessed, and it's my job to see to it that you reach there. You get your own powers, not of your guru, but of your own. And that you understand yourself, you get your self-knowledge and the knowledge of the whole. But if you are not that, my children, I am sorry, you are still a baby in the seeking. You have to still grow more and grow more. And then you come to me when you are grown enough. Otherwise it's a headache to work on a person like that, or to give them self-realization or anything whatsoever. They are using sometimes Sahaja Yoga for curing people. You do get cured, no doubt. Even cancer can be cured with Sahaja. It can be. It can only be cured by Sahaja Yoga. That's the point. But again, it will come back to you. We cannot promise, guarantee anything. Unless and until you rise in Sahaja Yoga and become the master of Sahaja Yoga, we cannot guarantee you may get back the disease again. Why should God not have a sense of giving for something as you have? He loves you, no doubt. He wants to give you because He loves you. But if you are wayward, and if you are prodigal by nature, why should He continue to give? It's a simple question that you should ask yourself, and then ask for realization. You get it. After getting it also, there is a period of doubts, because first you get thoughtless awareness, which is called as nirvichar samadhi. When we say awareness in the normal terminology, it means alertness to anything is awareness. But when we say samadhi, it means enlightened awareness. You get thoughtless, enlightened awareness. And then you get doubtless, enlightened awareness. The stage between the two in some people is so little that they just are there. I have some people here who just got it and are there. They don't pass through these two stages. But there are mediocres, and there are also absolutely bullock carts, I would call them. They cannot move with the time of a jet. In these modern times, imagine a bullock cart being pulled by a jet. It's a big problem. But if you are of that caliber and that quality, you get both the stages just like that. There's no doubt after that. But then there are some who get into doubts. I don't know what they doubt here. They had the experience, they feel the vibrations coming, they see cool breeze blowing through them, they see it is working on others, they see the pulsation of the Kundalini, the rising of the Kundalini, they're getting better in health and everything improving, still they are doubting and wasting their time. And everything is delayed, their cure is delayed, everything is delayed because of that. Alright, so we have here jet planes, we have here supersonics, we have missiles, and we have also bullock carts. See, it takes a lot of things to make this world, isn't it? And so I take everything, alright. With all my love, I engulf them. But I would request you not to slow your progress like that. What are you doubting is the question, that I do not want anything. If you are paying for something, then you should doubt it. You are not paying for anything. What are you doubting? What am I to gain from it? But still so many of them sometimes come and tell me, Mother, now we are doubting. I say, all right, go on. When your doubts will be over, you do come and see. That's how it is. I would request you to try to tell your mind that you have done all kinds of things. You have been to all sorts of gurus, you have been to all sorts of nonsensical books, and you have been to all kinds of doubts. Now settle down for a while. Settle down. Tell your mind not to mislead you. And get it. This is your own. This is your own property. This is your own right to be there. So get it. And if any doubts are coming, tell them.